Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rodney Skinner, and welcome to the first episode of the Thomas Classics Commentaries. Here we cover classic episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, those of us who are millennials who grew up with the classic series, and this is it. What better way to start this party off than to go back to 1984, Season 1, Episode 1, Thomas Gets Tricked. Here in the US, it is known as Thomas Gets Tricked, and in the UK, it is known as Thomas and Gordon. And whatever version you have right now, if you are watching the UK version with Ringo Starr's narration or the US version with George Carlin's narration, press play now. And so here we are. We are introduced to our favorite number one blue engine, Thomas the Tank Engine. And as descripted, he lives on the island of Sodor. And he is blue with a number one, and he has six small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome, as described. And here we find out where Thomas works. He works in Knapford Yards, shunning coaches for the big engines, and it is also described that he is cheeky and fussy. And so Thomas definitely takes great pride in his work. He believes that he is the most hardest working engine in the yard, and the bigger engines pretty much have it easy pulling trains, while Thomas is pretty much organizing the trains, getting everything sorted out, getting the coaches sorted out, and he takes great pride in this. And this is where we also meet Gordon the big engine. And as described, Gordon is very proud. He is one of the largest engines on the island of Sodor. He is the number four engine on the island of Sodor. And Gordon's job is basically pulling the express. That's what he does best. And he considers himself a very important engine. And one day, after pulling the express one day, he came back to the station yards exhausted, and he was trying to catch some Z's until Thomas showed up and started blowing his whistle like crazy and teasing him and telling him to do some hard work and get up and everything. And with Thomas's teasing, Gordon just got fed up with Thomas's teasing and Thomas constantly boasting and bragging and everything. And so Gordon started to really formulate a plan on how to teach Thomas a lesson. And one day, a very drowsy, very sleepy Thomas is having trouble waking up. His fire just can't start. And no matter how hard his fireman tries to get his fire started, it just kept on going out. It just kept on fizzling out. And it's almost time for the express. And everyone is waiting for Thomas to get the coaches ready. And finally, once Thomas's fire is up and running, he wakes up and he makes his way to the station. And as soon as hits there, he's all fussy and everything. He's all grumpy and everything. And Gordon telling him to hurry up, and Thomas telling him to hurry up himself and everything. And that's when Gordon said, "Okay, this is it. Now I'm going to teach that little tank engine a thing or two on what hard work really means and what respect is." And so Gordon had his chance to start his plan. And once Gordon backed up to the train and coupled up and started making his way, with Thomas coupled up behind, they forgot to uncouple him. And so Thomas goes along for the ride of his life. And so Gordon takes off and he starts to build up speed along the main line. And this is the fastest that Thomas has ever gone. He has never gone this fast before in his life. And he's blowing his whistle, telling Gordon to stop and slow down. But Gordon won't slow down. He just kept going and going. They went through Henry's Tunnel, and now they're at the viaduct. And this is the longest journey that Thomas has ever made, and he's getting exhausted. He's getting tired. His wheels are starting to hurt. And Gordon just keeps going until they reach the first station, which is Wellsworth Station, Edward Station, as we will soon find out. And so once Gordon reached the station, They uncoupled Thomas, who was feeling very tired. And he gets on the turntable and starts to turn around to make his journey back to the yard. And Gordon is just enjoying the moment, laughing, and he's just really enjoying this. And Thomas is just exhausted. He starts to make his way back home. He stops at the water tower to have a long drink, and then he sets off for home, thinking that, you know what? I don't have to tease Gordon to feel important, to feel good about myself. And that's when Thomas learned that everyone pretty much has a part to play, and that your job, your position is not the most important. Everyone has something to contribute, which is a lesson to us all. And so, no matter what it is that you do, whether you are a part of a team, a basketball team, or in a band, or wherever, everyone on the team has something important to contribute. And so you're not the only one who has something to contribute. And I think that's the lesson that I got out of it. And so this is a lesson to us all that everybody has something to contribute. And this is something that still rings true today, you know? And so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was episode 1, Thomas Gets Tricked. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay on the lookout for episode 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next time, you guys take care. Peace.